right, guys. All right, be quiet. Silencio. Be quiet.
Hold on. Manifest? Is that you?
What? Yeah.
I guess we manifesting, huh?
Hey.
You wanna see if they're worth it, be the prices what the money.
Hey guys, welcome to the Manifest Show, guys. We have Louis today. Louis, how you doing?
Awesome.
Awesome. Me and Louis met through doing promotional work. That blossomed into an awesome friendship and a very lucrative one. All right. Hey, you say you're feeling good today, right?
Always.
You know I'm feeling good too, right? I got 100K subscribers.
It's a little questionable, huh?
What are you talking about? Wait, you subscribed, right?
I'm not subscribed.
We ain't subscribed yet?
I didn't know I was supposed to be subscribed. Don't worry.
Tell them what to do.
Subscribe.
So, guys, we want to ask Louis a couple questions that has a lot to do with money and also a lot to do with family. So Louis here is a family man and he's a businessman. So Louis, we want to ask you a couple questions. First question, can you tell us ways that you make money?
So first, let's start with real estate. That's my main thing. I've been doing that for about 10 years.
How'd you get started with real estate?
My mom's been in real estate for about 20 plus years. I see how she was always so family oriented, always at home, one call away, and I grew up always wanting that.
Okay.
So pretty much it went from, I want to try real estate, so I got my foot in the door by doing mortgages. Back during the market crash.
So your mom taught you?
She showed me what she was doing, and I kind of, from the outside looking in, was like, that looks awesome. I want to earn money.
You wanted money, okay, all right. I mean, we all want money, right? So you told us that one of your main businesses is real estate.
Yes.
What's your next business?
Real estate development.
Real estate, okay.
Property management.
Property management. How did you get started with property management?
So that's pretty much how it really started for me. I was working for a developer back in Jersey, New York, and he pretty much taught me the ropes from ground up.
So he treated you like your son in that kind of aspect.
It didn't start like that.
Oh, you didn't start, okay.
he pretty much, I was an employee. I was kind of his errand boy at the time.
Yeah.
It then throughout the years and through time, it kind of blossomed into, okay, let's manage this property for me. Oh, I got another property I need you to manage. Okay. Then went from 1 to 5 to almost 30 properties at one point.
Wow.
And then from there, he gave me, part ownership, a percentage of every property, and then I kind of just learned as much as I could throughout that time and branched out on my own eventually.
Wow. So he mentored you, basically.
I forced him to mentor me.
You forced him to mentor you. You kept bothering him. I love that. I love that.
Yeah, you can't be scared. You got to put yourself out there in this business. If not, you're not going to get really much out of it.
Got you. So Louis, if you could have done something differently in your 20s, what would it be?
In my 20s, I was getting it and spending it faster than I got it, or spending it before I even got it.
Got you.
So there was a lot of trial and error in that that I kind of had to learn throughout the time. I was always had a good mindset, but my actions were overshadowing that.
Yeah.
So definitely I would say save and just take the time of getting all the hard work done now, so eventually throughout the years or when you get older, that doesn't kind of come back to haunt you.
How would you invest different if you could go back in time to your 20s?
Oh, definitely. If I can invest different, I would probably invest a lot more.
What would you call the MACK sauce in this moment?
Teamwork. Teamwork is my biggest thing. It doesn't have to be a business partner per se, but just teamwork of go team yourself up with other investors, team yourself up with other people who are in a way, think alike, or just putting yourself out there you have a goal in mind.
Somebody that's just starting a business, what would you tell them?
Probably learn from other people's mistakes.
Okay.
There's so much information out there right now, from YouTube to books to just, again, putting it back there, putting yourself out there. So, the more people you talk to, you're probably going to learn a lot of different things, a lot of, things to kind of avoid or maybe little avenues to take. There's so many so many aspects to the business that you know you learn something new almost every day.
All right. So how did COVID affect certain businesses of yours? Did it affect it in a big way? Did it affect the real estate in a big way? Your property management? Talk to me.
So COVID is interesting because in the beginning it was a lot of uncertainty, and just with uncertainty comes kind of fear in a way of the unknown. You know, people were losing jobs, so from that or hours being cut, or from that kind of, it's like a snowball effect. Then maybe you're not paying your mortgage, you're not paying your rent, or you were looking into buying a house and then you kind of got cold feet. So you step back from that.
Maybe it's not the right time, all that stuff.
Not the right time. But through the months, all that's changed. Because right now interest rates are super low. So it's probably the best time to buy. Prices are a little high, but with the interest rates low, it kind of
equals out.
It equals out in a way. But when it comes to real estate is probably the hottest it's been.
Wow. Yeah. I wasn't expecting that at all. I wasn't expecting that at all. So how much mentors you had in your life?
Not too many. I've had a few, you know, that I can, from the top of my head, I can think of. Was my old business partner that kind of taught me the ropes. My main one that I would kind of think of is my mom.
Your mom,
she's the one that showed me from when I was young to every day now. I call her to just talk about business, or pick her brain, what she thinks about this and what she thinks about that. Look at a lot of YouTube videos. I read a few books here and there. I'm not a big reader, but just to gain that knowledge, I put myself out there and I suck it up and I just read and I ask questions.
If you could suggest a book, what book would it be?
But the book that probably comes to mind, Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Rich Dad Poor Dad. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm not being paid for that.
Yeah, we're not, but yeah.
But I did read the book and it was pretty good, just to have a different aspect of business or looking at it at a different angle, because not everybody has that mentality. You know?
Right.
Not everybody has that education.
So if people can search something on YouTube, something that you have searched, what would it be?
I would search anything. Anything that has to do with real estate, whether it makes sense to me or not. I'm gonna look at it. It could be from wholesaling, it could be to investing, to rehabbing properties, to finances, different ways to get financing, or different ways to finance a property or whatnot. Because there's so much information out there, I wouldn't kind of pinpoint it to one thing, because that one thing is going to just snowball to
another thing. You being a businessman, what would you have done differently before you got into a family, before you started a family?
Definitely saving and less spending on nonsense in a way. You know, I in my 20s, before I kind of took the business serious, where it was just, at one point it was just a tool.
Easy.
Now, when it was just go get the money, spend it, again, go get more money, spending it, and I was spending it on useless things, on clothes, cars.
Doesn't matter. Spend it.
Vacation. Eating. 5 stars.
Yeah. I can tell by his beard. You see that?
Where if I can go back to that, I would probably be a little more. What would be the word? Frugal.
Frugal.
Yeah.
So would you still invest?
Definitely. I would still invest, but invest a lot more aggressive.
More aggressive. So you have a family, you're just starting out with a family, you invest in aggressively.
Yeah, because if you look at successful people out there, for the most part, their success comes from real estate. No matter what business they're in, no matter where they work, if they're in real estate, throughout the years, that's what's going to be their success.
So what is your thoughts on credit?
Well, credit is a great thing in the end game, at the end goal.
Yeah.
But you don't necessarily need perfect credit or even good credit to buy properties. You just got to have a great business plan.
So you're saying that like you can start now?
You can start now, even if your credit score is in the dumpster.
Yeah.
It's just about, again, putting yourself out there, asking questions, looking things up, YouTube, read, because there is a lot of money out there, and there's a lot of people that don't know what to do with it.
Yeah. So credit, would you say credit is money basically? It's a way for you to just start from even negatives.
Yes.
Okay.
So
dive deep into it.
My credit score, me personally, my credit score has always been up and down. I've had bad credit, I've had great credit. Throughout the years, there's always been kind of trying to find that balance. But for the most part, I've bought properties without credit.
Okay. How'd you do that?
Crowdfunding, investors. Obviously, you don't want to rely on that. You don't want to continue growing your business with that. It's not a bad thing to have in your back pocket.
Right.
But at the end of the day, that's a good way to kind of start your business and just grow.
To get started.
So you can get that perfect credit and take advantage of, going to a bank and asking them for better terms than your investor.
How would you get started? How would you tell somebody that's doing their best to get started with a family, how do they get out of their 9-to-5? How do they start something? How do they get more time? How do they get passive income? How do they do it, Louis? Please tell us, because I don't know. Baby. I've been trying, baby. I got a family. No, I ain't got a family, but
I'm gonna steer you the right way. I'm gonna try to steer you the right way. Okay?
All right, tell us.
So I would probably, it starts with sacrifices. It starts with, if you have a 9-to-5 and you want to buy your first property, but you're a renter or something like that, I would probably do as much research, number one. From there, start saving. It could be anything from $5 or $1, even $1 daily or weekly, as long as you're saving. Because, look at your finances.
Okay.
See what you're working with.
Right.
If you have a little bit of extra dollars here and there, weekly, monthly, daily, to just put aside, start from there. Maybe look at your credit. Obviously, speak to maybe like a realtor or a mortgage broker,
right,
or maybe like a bank or something. At least to kind of have somewhat of a goal or a platform to start from.
Right.
But definitely sacrifices.
Sacrifices.
If you're eating once a week out and you're spending, say, minimum $100, hey, that's $100 a week. That magic times that 4 times 12, like that just adds up.
Wow.
You just eat at home. Now you save, say, $60 or $80 just for eating at home.
Right.
That could be your money to your future business or your future property that's going to bring you income.
Awesome.
Anywhere from your personal property where you build equity or an investment.
So Louis, it's been a real manifestation for you to be here and give people the MACK sauce, But I really want people, like, how can they reach out to you? How can they reach Louis,
Okay, so I'm gonna give Mac a couple of my websites so he can add the links to it. I'm all about growing and bringing everybody with me, if that is a thing to say. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
But, the more financial literacy or financial freedom you get, the better life gets.
I got you. So guys, go ahead and click that mustache right here in the corner. Go ahead and subscribe, share, like, keep manifesting, and continue to find your purpose on purpose. All right, guys. Hey.
You wanna see if the worth it be the prices?